This film follows the story of a family who stay confined within their glass house to avoid the shred, a toxin which erases memories of anyone who breathes it in. However, everything changes for them when one of the sisters invites a mysterious stranger into their home. Soon after that, the family discovers some horrifying dark secrets buried deep down, and they realize that everything they were told was a lie. Hey guys, today I am going to explain a drama sci-fi thriller film released in 2021 called Glasshouse. This film is set in a post-apocalyptic world where we see a glass house located in the middle of the desert. It's the only place which is flourishing with life. We then see a man cautiously approaching the glass house, but he is soon shot dead. We are then introduced to the family living in the glass house. The three sisters, Bee, Evie, and Daisy, bring the man's body inside and take whatever they find useful. Then they cut the man open to get his organs, which they intend to use for preparing compost for their kitchen gardens. Once they're done, they bury the body in their garden. We are then introduced to their brother Gabe, who is trying to remember something. As it turns out, Gabe has lost some of his memories after being infected with the toxic air outside called the shred, which basically makes people forget their memories. The siblings then join their mother and tell her about the man they killed earlier. It is then revealed that they had another brother named Luca, who, however, left the house years ago. Afterwards, the family performs some strange rituals unique to the family. This ritual is to help them preserve the stories and remember who they are. The next day, Bee stands guard in the forest to stop trespassers. She then sees another stranger approaching her. The man takes off his mask before passing out. Instead of killing him, Bee decides to bring him back to the glass house. When their mother learns about this, she becomes furious and wants to get rid of the man immediately. But Bee insists on letting him stay, as she thinks that the man may have information about their brother Luca. So the mother decides to let the man stay, saying that everything serves its purpose. She then teaches the sisters how to stitch a wound by patching the stranger's injured leg. Later that night, the mother straps Gabe to his bed as he gets nightmares at night. The next morning, Gabe is shocked to discover that he has wet his bed. So Bee and Evie helped him clean the sheets. Bee is tired of cleaning his sheets every day, but Evie tells her that she needs to be patient and gentle. Afterwards, they change the stranger's bandages. When Evie goes to fetch some water, Bee can't take her eyes off the stranger as she is feeling a strange attraction to him. Just then, the man wakes up and asks for some water. Bee gives him water but reminds him not to try anything. When the mother learns that the stranger is awake, she goes to interrogate him. Although the man doesn't seem to remember his name, he reveals that he came from the city in the east. Everything outside is gone, and most people have gone mad after losing their memories. The stranger asks the mother if she will let him go, but the mother refuses, saying that he can be dangerous. So he will help them with their task and repays that for saving his life. Gabe isn't happy about the arrival of the stranger, but Bee assures him that the man is harmless. The next day, the mother tells Daisy and Gabe to dig up the previous trespasser and use the body to put a special warning. The stranger is shocked to see Daisy playing with a dead body while Gabe chops off the limbs and hangs them in the forest as a warning. Bee then goes to see the stranger and gives him a plate of every fruit they grow as she wants to impress him. Later, when Evie joins them, Bee sends her away as she wants to be alone with the stranger. Later, Evie warns Bee that she cannot trust the stranger as he still may be dangerous. But Bee ignores her warning, saying she feels like she already knows a lot about him. The next day, Daisy asks the stranger if he can tell her what a horse looks like. The stranger tells her that he can make one for her if she brings him a knife. So Daisy goes to the garden and quickly steals the knife without the sisters noticing. As the stranger finishes making the horse, Gabe sees him. The stranger shows Gabe how the pieces connect and tells Gabe to give them a try. But Gabe struggles to connect the pieces and get upset, so he starts destroying everything. The others quickly went there and tried to control him. Daisy unlocks the stranger's ankle so that he can help restrain Gabe. The mother is now convinced that the stranger isn't a threat, so she decides to let him walk freely. Later that night, the stranger goes to see B. B calls him Luca, but the stranger says that he can't be Luca as he doesn't feel for her the way a brother should. But surprisingly, B says that it means he is indeed Luca. The next day, B asks the stranger to fetch a brush from the seed shed. There, he sees Evie holding a memory box and asks her about it. Evie reveals that she used to play the game with Luca, but now that he is gone, no one plays this game anymore. When Evie learns that the stranger is spending more time with B and Daisy, she becomes furious. She thinks that the stranger is trying to replace her by being around B and Daisy. Afterwards, the mother confronts the stranger and tells him that everyone has their purpose. She suggests that his purpose might be to impregnate B. The next day, Evie goes to the seed shed and is shocked to see the stranger and B getting intimate. This triggers a memory of her in which she saw B getting intimate with Luca. Evie runs away soon after the stranger catches her peeking. Later, the stranger approaches Evie and tries talking to her. Evie warns him that he can't manipulate her the way he is manipulating B. She also says that B's mind is already fragile enough and more manipulation may damage her mind. After Evie leaves, the stranger discovers the memory box where he finds Luca's necklace inside. So he steals it and tells everyone that he had it all along with him. Evie sees right through his lies and says that he is a fake. But B defends the stranger, saying that Evie is just jealous of her. The mother is disappointed in B and says that she expected more from B as the eldest child, but her feelings for Luca betrayed her. Later that night, Evie goes to see the mother and confesses that she is angry as she is the only one who cares about the truth. Her mother tells Evie to trust her as she is always taking care of the family. Once B gives birth to a child, Luca will be gone like he always has been. As days pass by, the stranger asks the mother to give him more tasks, but the mother refuses as he won't be staying forever. Later, the mother tells B that she will have to choose between the baby and the stranger, as the plants can't make enough oxygen to sustain all of them. B is upset by this and doesn't want to lose Luca again. She tells the stranger everything and says that if he leaves, she will leave with him. Meanwhile, Gabe climbs up to Evie's bed and tries to get intimate with her, but Evie stops him as she doesn't share the same feelings as him. When the stranger learns about this, he tells Evie that she doesn't need to take care of Gabe as she too deserves to be happy. The next day, the stranger goes out to see the mother and tells her that Gabe is becoming unstable, so they must send him outside instead. But the mother trusts Gabe more than the stranger, so she refuses to change her mind about sending him away. Later that night, the stranger confronts the mother alone. He grabbed her and then strangled her to death. Before dying, she calls the stranger an actor and says that she knows he is not Luca. The stranger then places her body next to Gabe, making it look like Gabe killed her. Gabe is horrified by this and attacks the stranger. The sisters then arrive and are horrified to discover that their mother is dead. While the sisters mourn over their dead mother, the stranger restrains Gabe and opens the window. He wants Gabe to lose all his memories, saying that it is less painful when you don't remember. The stranger reveals that he is not affected by the shred, and he remembers everything. Meanwhile, B checks out the memory box and gets a flashback of the day when she was on sentry duty. When she saw a man approaching her, she killed him immediately. But when she saw his face, she was horrified to learn that he was Luca. He was trying to grab his flashlight to signal B, but got killed before he could do so. Bee was so devastated that she took off her mask in grief to forget the memories and ease the pain. When Bee tells Evie about this, she realizes that Evie knew about it all along and kept it a secret all these years. Bee is heartbroken by this revelation and wants to go outside to forget the bad memories. Evie tries to stop her, but Bee has made up her mind. The stranger also comes there and tells Evie to let Bee go. Afterwards, Evie discovers that Gabe has lost all his memories and he doesn't remember anything anymore. Bee comes back inside and is happy now as if nothing ever happened. Evie is devastated by this and says that the shred is taking them all and she is the only one who will remember. But the stranger tells Evie that he too will remember just like her. The two then embrace each other and get intimate. Meanwhile, Bee tells Daisy to stop wearing her mask and let Evie guide their memories just like their mother did. Evie then takes their mother's place and performs the ritual in her place. The stranger becomes Luca, Bee becomes Evie's sister, Daisy becomes Bee's daughter, and Gabe becomes the brother of all. As days pass by, Bee also starts walking in the open without her mask, completely oblivious to her surroundings. Evie says that Bee too will eventually become like Gabe. One day, Gabe randomly digs in the ground and discovers two skeletons with a necklace of Bee and Evie. It turns out that the mother kept the names and necklaces of the people that lived before as they took their place and identity. The stranger is on duty and is looking over Gabe when he notices a trespasser approaching. He aims his rifle at him but changes his mind and shoots Gabe instead, whose mind is far too gone. He wants to make room for the new trespasser who will then become the next Gabe. And so, this was the story of Glasshouse. Do subscribe for more interesting movies. See you in the